This, if you see this, if it's somehow uploaded on YouTube, this is my 6th anniversary YouTube live stream. But it's been re-uploaded here with bonus never seen before, but actually seen before chat on the side. And starting out with Lord of the Board happening right away with Nathan on there. So enjoy all of that. Anyways, like I was saying, guys, this is an experiment to see if the live streams that happen on the Historian will can also be saved, so that when the AI bots are doing everything, there's a little bit more of the human nonsense that's still left out there, right? Because pretty soon AI is going to take over for me. I'm not going to have a 7th anniversary because everybody will just have their own pocket magic historians. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Bum, 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 bum. All right. So, oh man. First of all, I want to say that it never ceases to amaze me that I get to do this as my actual job. Somebody left a comment on my video saying, basically, you feel like the chat isn't keeping up. Well, if it's not at the same pace, what are you going to do? Let me see how it's looking here. Let's see. Where's it showing? You know what? Let me just have it up here. Wait, zorm this up. Like, I have the chat box from like, you can see it's Hatcher. That moved it. Okay, was it staying stationary, but now it's moving? Maybe if it's in the background, then it stays stationary. All right. 6 years in, just learning how to put the chat on the screen. I think the key is to just have it visible because it looks like it's flowing. It looks like it's flowing. I can... Oh, wait, you guys are down here. Look at that. I see you guys saying things. Oh, look at this. 6 years in. We did it. That's Jerome. That's right. I'm going to be on people's Apple helmets. Who's got $3.5 grand to be a gooble from a Daft Punk video? Around the world, they took my cash. Yeah. We did it. Good job, Nathan. Did I see? Nah, I didn't see anything about that Wild Minute all until the stream started, and then I saw people talking about it. So since I haven't looked at it, I'm not going to talk about it, but we obviously will be doing a video real soon when it comes to that. So don't worry about that. That, I'm guessing, will be tomorrow's hot news. But tonight's hot news is celebrating 6 years with yous. See how I rhymed news and yous? I'm like 50 Cent up here. It's insane. It's insane to think that this all just like started because 30 years ago I started playing Magic the Gathering. I never meant to have a YouTube channel for the general public, right? It was just for my friends who went to the game store. That's what it was about. It's like, yo, don't show up with decks that aren't legal, or else you won't get to play in the event. You'll have to be kicked out, kind of deal. You know, that kind of stuff. Hey, yo, what's going on? Oh, it's woo! Oh, guys, I can pull it live in front of you. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, yeah. Oh, woo. See how it gets long? Oh, no, what happened? I stubbed it. Woo. Oh, wait, that's even better. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, nobody gets to talk. Nobody. One person? Two people? All right. I'm easily amused. Millmaster with 666 to 6 years of Mike Hatcher. Never underestimate the power of the handicap handyman. I am the handiest around. Also, on the 666 tip, check it. It is June 6th in the 6th year of my channel. It's like year 6 or the end of year 6. Either way, 6 years, June 6th. That's 666. 666, baby. So yeah, originally this channel was just meant for the people who go to my game store. And then the wider YouTube found it. And this time, that had happened before. It had happened with basically the Hatcher channel. People had found it, and I went, "What are you doing here? Go away." And I deleted all the videos so that people would go away. And I almost did the same thing here. And then instead, it was like, let's just roll with it. Because Carly, basically what happened was, me and Carly were doing horrifically. Our life was terrible. And she was like, "Why don't we just make like a video once a week and toss it up on your magic channel just for the guys at the store so we have something to do?" And I said, "That's a pretty good idea. Why don't we do that?" And then it just kind of turned into all this. And back in the day, I always wanted to be an entertainer, right? Like legitimately wanted to be an entertainer. But when I was a kid, it's like, it's not practical. You know, you're not going to go to school for it. There was no go be on the internet. It was, what are you going to do? Like what are you going to try and become like a stand-up comedian or something like that? It's never going to happen, right? Like one of my biggest problems has always been a lack of belief in myself, to the point where like I met somebody at the YouTube party who has like 150,000 subscribers at the time. And he's basically like, "Yo, nobody believed in me. I proved them all wrong." And like for my whole life, tons of people believed in me and told me I should do stuff, and I just never did, right? So I never took the chance to even try to do what I actually wanted to do. I was like, I'm just going to go get an education in computer programming, be a practical individual, not be stupid about life. You know what I mean? Right? So hold on. I keep moving this. Where can I put this? Wait, if I put it over here, I got to find the right configuration for this stuff here. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. So, yeah, like basically, there was a guy who I was in an improv class. Like my lady gifted me an improv class back in the day. I went to it. There was a guy in it who was like, "Bro, you're really funny. I'm going to do stand-up. You should come with me." And I said I would, but then I always made excuses and never went. Because underneath it all, I've always thought of myself as funny, and it's like integral to my personality, right? So subconsciously, I'm just theorizing here because you can never fully understand your own motives, but I think subconsciously, I was terrified of finding out that I actually wasn't funny. And then just being like, "No, you know what? That thing that's really important to you, it's not even real, bro. So it's better to avoid the pain of facing reality and live in your delusion," or whatever it is, right? Turns out, you know, I am actually pretty fucking funny, and it's an absurd way to look at life. But that was my hindrance, right? So, you know, I still crack jokes everywhere I went with people, but I never tried to pursue my actual dream of entertaining people. I did not have the courage or belief in myself to do so. So initially, when I deleted all the videos on my Hatcher channel, that might have been totally that reaction too, where it's like, no, go away, I don't want this, right? So my reaction to the Magic channel was originally, my brain went, delete it all, burn it to the ground. And then I just decided, let's check it out or whatever. Let's see how it goes. And after like a week or so, it was just like, "Bro, this is what you've always wanted to do, and you're going to do this forever. You're going to run." I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You're going to run in this hamster wheel till you're dead." And I said, "Let's do it," to myself in the mirror. And I haven't stopped since. Videos and live streams, day after day, year after year. I want to go on record right now saying, "Hey, Bo Falcon, you're the fucking man." I'm going on record saying that too. Bo Falcon, you've been around for years. You've been a fucking baller here, supporting me for a long time. And I remember, like, one day out of the blue, you appeared. You went, "I used to be a lurker, but I have evolved now. I have Pokemoned into my new form of holy shit, I want you to know I'm here, daddy." And you started fucking super chatting. The first thing you said was, "Yo, I'm here. Notice me." And then you're like, "Have some chocolate bars." I remember them Belgian chocolate bars. I remember all that. I remember all that stuff. It's crazy. Now I'm running down that road and I forgot the other thing that I was saying. But that doesn't matter because you're the man. And you're the lord of the board, big boy. So yeah, I didn't believe that that kind of stuff was something I was gonna. I you know what, it was my lack of self-belief that was my thing holding me back. So I start making these videos and running with it, and it's heaven for me. Like, I'm loving it, bro. And like, me and Carly, you got to understand, our lives were horrifically hard. It's insane. It's insane the way that life shakes out. But Carly, her disability was starting to kick in, and like we didn't know what it was or how to deal with it or anything, and it took a long time to sort that out, and it was really hard. And we were living in basically like extreme poverty at a certain point where paying the bills was very difficult, had barely any money for groceries. And by barely any money for groceries, if you're an American, picture having like 25 bucks a week for groceries, and that's the vibe. Like I was just filled with shame and sadness, and that was a very brutal time in life, and I was mentally unstable, and this came along as a creative outlet. And just being up, like I started making 7 videos a day. Like that's all we did. I would record videos, Carly would edit them, and we would just release video after video after video after video, because that's what I was like. I was a fiend. I was making up for lost time. It was full tilt, full steam ahead. And I at a certain point I dialed it back, because it's like there's only so much people can watch, right? So you gotta go, okay, let's try not to put out more than like maybe 1 video and 1 live stream on any given channel a day at a certain point. You know, I toned it back down, but like I ran in full tilt, and like I said, things were like really, really rough. It felt like life was like standing on the back of my neck, but tons of people came in to support me. Like we lived in a dank, dark little hole of an apartment, and people would come along. Like the one guy, actually, this is a great example right here. This light that can wash my face out over here, it is massive. It is like this wide, like it's seriously massive. This wide, this tall. It uses like 9 big fat honking bulbs. And basically somebody came along and was like, yo, I don't want to be rude, but like I think that people would enjoy your videos more if they were lit, and I'd like to send you lights. And my brain went, that's rude? Like, how polite are you to consider that it's rude to say that to somebody? But I just said, bro, that ain't rude to me. And yeah, by all means, if you want to help me by sending me light, go ahead. And he sent 2 of these fucking things. I still have one of them 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Like, yeah, almost 6 years ago. He sent me 2 of these things. Like, I couldn't use 2 of them in this room. The bulbs they've been used for 5 years. And in our apartment before, when we were in the dank apartment, this was used as the main light to light up the whole room. It's insane, right? So that's what happened. People kept coming along and saying, bro, I want to help you out. I want to hook you up. I like what you do. Like when I started, I remember, bro, I keep the first fan letter I ever got in my wallet, and I carry it around with me everywhere. I've kept every single fan letter that I've ever gotten. Do you know what I found recently? I recently found the little Clorox painting, right? That's Mortimus painted that many, many years ago when I did that video about Rogue Deck Builder living in a bog. Like, there's just so many layers of memories that it's like there's almost different eras of this channel. And I was dying. I was withering away. I was falling apart mentally and physically. I understand people now who have like issues where when they look in the mirror, they don't see what they look like, because I was so hurting, but I couldn't see it in the mirror. And now when I look back at how I looked 6 years ago, it makes me physically uncomfortable. I feel sick looking at it, because I'm like, man, I was so hurting. And so I'm just like, it feels like I'm laying there and life's standing on the back of my neck, but people are just coming around and be like, bro, you can do it. You can stand up. And then they're coming by and they're like, yo, here's a little bit of beef jerky, bro. Here's a little bit of beef jerky. Here, we're going to put a couple little 2-pound weights in your hands. And I'm like, thanks, guys. I'm going to flex these arms. I'm going to flex these arms. You know what I mean? And slowly but surely, I just started to like push up, right? And then life's all of a sudden not standing on my neck anymore, but it's still just kicking me in the dick over and over and over. And then somebody runs in and's like, here you go, dick armor. And I'm like, oh yeah. And somebody goes, here's a stick. And I'm like, oh, you want some light? Let's do this, right? And it's just been that kind of a progression where step by step, so many people have come and had my back that, like, there are people who have channels way bigger than mine. like hundreds of thousands of subscribers who can't do it full time the way that I do it, because there's so much fan funding, there's so much fan support. It's all the super chats, Patreon, channel memberships, using the Teespring link, using the Amazon affiliate link, using the TCG player. Like, there's all these different ways. I have a Twitch account that I keep as a backup for streaming if we have a problem here. And people go over there and use their Amazon Primes to subscribe to it. And I get a little bit of money from that too. Like, people go out of their way to, like, actively out of their way to support me because they enjoy what I do. And I was thinking about, I knew this was going to happen. Warning, my friends, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be an emotional ride because Daddy feels an immense amount of gratitude. It's been 6 years. And like 4 years of it, this is what I do. I get to do this every day. Like, I turn to people all the time and go, yo, am I in a coma? Like I said to Carly, I'm like, the world is unfair. Like, I worked shitty, unfair jobs where things were so out of whack and so awful. And now this job is so unfair in that there is no way on earth that I deserve everything that I get. I don't even fucking deserve you guys. And like, all I want to do is come back every day and hang out with you and live stream and make videos. That's all it's ever been about. And you guys have done so much for me that it makes people from the outside lose their minds and get, like, there are multiple people who have watched you guys super chat me and blow up in live streams and they start their own YouTube channels going, it's easy money, I'm gonna go get it, I'm gonna get that cash. And I've watched them start and flare out time and again because they're there for the money. This has never been and will never be about the money. But because you guys fucking support me, I can do what I want when I want. There's just more freedom. We're moving into the year of live stream improvements. Last year was tweaking the historian to get it where we wanted to. This year is the year of tweaking the live streams to get them up to speed because you guys deserve even better than what we've been doing. Melnick, 6 years. Hell yeah. What a journey, brother. Love you. Thanks, buddy. Love you back. Also, you're Lord of the Board. Price is Right style. Nicely done. So I feel an overwhelming, immense gratitude for all of this. It's fucking insane. It's like, yo, I get to spend my time talking about like my favorite hobby, Magic the Gathering. I get to spend my time joking around with people, fucking around, and like no matter what I do, it just goes over well. Like I've never had a viral video. I have never had a viral video. One of those channels where it's like you get hundreds of thousands of views. I've never even had 100,000 views. But overall, I've got over 20 million views just on this channel. 2.5 million hours of watch time. The numbers are fucking staggering. I put out a video yesterday. Tens of thousands of people have watched it. Like, I normally ignore the concept of the numbers because it can be too much for me. Paul McDonald says, new to the channel, but love the videos and how you present the info. Well, Paul McDonald, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I'll take a sip of the fucking Kool-Aid in your honor, bro. Oh, Millmaster gifting the membership. Hey, you gave it to Carly. Boss move. That is amazing. Well done. Well done. That is like mega next level. That's perfect for tonight. Everything just works out. Everything just works out. Look at this. Look at this. I have every magic novel. I have every magic novel that exists. Every magic novel that exists, I have them all. Because Andrew G said, yo, I love your lore videos. I want more of it. I'm going to track down literally every magic novel and I'm going to ship them to you at my own personal expense. What fucking universe is this? I have a stack of fucking magazines, books. I have a fucking official, this is from going to YouTube parties. This is a secret lair from when Wizards of the Coast tried to fucking bribe me. From when they tried to get me to straighten up and fly right and kiss the ring. But guess what? I don't do that shit. So I get to keep the secret lair and they get to kiss my dick, right? It's nothing but fucking wins. It's nothing but wins. It's insane. It's insane. I did a video talking about Bud Cook's artwork He enjoyed the video so much, he fucking painted me. I have a painted version of myself as a zombie that he made out of appreciation for my work, and I made it out of appreciation for his work. I have a bunch of stuff from Ralph Horsley up here because he enjoyed the video that I made talking about him. The zombie, the Bud Cook custom artwork is in, oh, I gotta go get it. It should be back here right now. I'm talking about it. It's amazing. It's amazing. What are you doing, little side plunger? Just standing in the middle of the fucking hall eating chips.
I was going this way, but I can hear you.
Ah, okay.
Supposed to make room.
Out of the way of the freight train.
Just eating chips in the car.
So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Right? He literally does, like, he sends me a artist proof. Like, there's a lot of stuff like this you couldn't even pay artists to do for their time or whatever, depending on who they are. But to have it done because he appreciated me appreciating his work, right? Like, that's insane. And what's crazier is I finally have something truly epic to put it in. And I got it because it's worth the company who makes its time to pay me to talk about it. Like, I got the perfect frame that I couldn't even conceive of. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I want that. Like, as soon as they contacted me about the Kickstarter, I was like, oh yes, no, I want that. And then they sent it and I put the card in. I was like, this is next level. You don't even know. You don't even know until you see it in person, right? And then it's like, so I get this frame and you're going to pay me to tell people about this awesome thing that they're going to want anyways? Like, how the fuck does this get to be my life? For real. Like, how? How the fuck do I get to do this? And then when I do the sponsorships, people are just happy they're like, yo, I love this ad. What? Like, I thought when I did the Ridgewald sponsorship that people were gonna be like, don't put ads in your videos, and I was just gonna be like, Daddy needs a couple bucks, you know what I'm saying? But instead, everybody was like, I love this ad, it was great. And it's like, this is what? What, like, going back to the whole, like, lack of, hey, Seth Jugglem, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining my fucking Patreon today. I really appreciate it. I saw that little email. I was like, yay! Seth's joined up. Oh, the little things, they just little spikes of joy that add into my day. I had a bigger breakfast today to celebrate. 4 strips of bacon, and I had a toast on, too. I had a nice fat breakfast today, right? So, like, Melnick, thanks for saying I put my time in, but time, like, it doesn't... to put it in context, the whole putting your time, right? There's a guy who I'm going to start my channel, and he starts to make videos, and at X number of videos, he goes, looks, guys, I've made enough videos now that you need to start putting money into my Patreon or I'm not going to make any more videos. And that blows my mind because I'm like, yo, I would do this for free. That's how I started. And when people were like, let us set up a Patreon. And I didn't do it right away. They kept bugging me. Set up a Patreon. And I was like, oh, I got to sign up for all that. Oh, but I'm busy making videos. I literally didn't want to take the time to set up ways for people to support me because I was too busy trying to make endless content for people in a frenetic fury. And so I just quickly went, okay, here's my PayPal address. You can use that if you want. And like an absolute maniac, every person who sent me money through PayPal, I emailed them back and said, I want you to understand that you don't have to give me any money and that I enjoy making the content. Do you want your money back? I literally tried to return the money to each person. And they just were like, stop it, you weirdo. What's the matter with you? Why are you trying to give this back to me, dude? What? You know, it is a very... I was acting like a weirdo. I'm always acting like a weirdo, but that was a different kind, you know? It was kind of like, no, but you don't understand. This is what I actively want to do. It's like... So, yeah. So, it's been an insane ride. And I never want to stop. The only thing that really scares me is losing you guys. That's it. The only, like, I don't care about any, like, I don't care about anything else, really. You know, I like having things, but you can take all my things away. I've been dirt poor. I've been desperate as hell. I can go back to that. It's not going to destroy me. That was my normal for years. I'm resilient as fuck. So I ain't worried about that shit. But losing access to being able to entertain people and do things on this level is untenable, which means if this door closed, I would simply batter open a new one. I don't give a fuck. I know I have what it takes. I used to not believe in myself, but that's purest fucking absurdity now. Like, bro, I remember I wanted a YouTube plaque so fucking badly. So badly, right? Like, super badly. Oh, Yellow Metal, you know what? I want to take a moment to address that. All the smoking that I used to do. I used this channel to permanently quit smoking tobacco. That is one of the biggest accomplishments I've ever made in my life. And on top of that, me quitting tobacco helped multiple other people quit smoking. And I got some very touching emails from people who thanked me because they're like, now I'm going to be around longer to be here for my daughter. And that shit, I'm a fucking big... I talk a lot of shit. Oh, but underneath it all, I'm an overly sensitive little bitch. My mom says, you care too much about people. And she's right. And that's why the whole sense of humor and all this exterior helps to keep it all balanced, because sometimes I do care too much. But, like, for real, I don't give a fuck when anybody comes along and says, I don't like what you do and you need to stop this. It's like, I can't even listen to you, bro. I get emails from people saying, hey, thanks for helping me stop fucking smoking cigarettes. Hey, thanks for helping me have something to do when I'm dealing with this excruciating pain or whatever I'm going through. All of it, right? Like, I can't stop, won't stop. Anybody who wants to join in, yeah, let's fucking go. Anybody who doesn't want to, sorry, can't even see you, don't have time for it anymore. I used to get angry and fucking rail against them, but for real, I legit don't even have time for it. It's not worth it. Only the fucking good people get my time and attention now. Nick says, been watching since the M30 mess started. You have such a genuine personality and people appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Nick. I appreciate you saying that. Oh, that reminds me. Somebody asked in the stream earlier, and I don't remember who it was, but they basically said, like, how many takes do you do for your videos, right? Here's how it goes. I don't have a script, and I don't really do retakes of my videos once the engine starts rolling. So the rules go like this. If at the very beginning of the video I screw up, like the very, very beginning of the video I screw up, I'll start over. Anywhere else, fuck it. Who cares? It's not important. This is us having a discussion. It doesn't matter. I like talking to you guys conversationally. I like a conversational flow. I feel like my channel has a type of connectedness that a bunch of them don't. You can come and speak to me any day. I respond to people. I'm not like preaching to you guys up from some fucking like mountaintop. I'm down with you guys, elbow to elbow, going, yo, you guys are the fucking best. Let's hang out every day. You know what I mean? This is my drug. This shit right here. Live streams, like, making videos is awesome, but I fucking live for the lives. And I've made a pledge to myself that this year is the year of the lives, which means improved quality and not letting the lives die. So by that I mean trying to save the live streams that happen on the Historian, keep them on Hatcher, and I'm not going to delete any of the Hatcher streams anymore. If it's not entertaining enough in my eyes, if it's not good enough in my eyes, that doesn't matter. Other people can decide if they want to watch the live stream and what they want to do with their time. I'm going to start leaving it all up. All of it. McMillan, you like when I'm hopped up on Barks? Well, I haven't been able to get it for a couple days, bro. So you got to take sugared up on the Kool-Aid. Martin, you actually wait for the live streams to help you through your night shift, makes your night better, and I entertain you. Excellent. That's good to know, buddy. Nathan, you gotta run. You'll still be here 6 more years. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Who knows how... Oh, by then we'll have filled the box. Having withdrawals from barks, I am a little bit, Jensen, for real. Like, I'm disappointed. I went hunting for it, and I'm like, oh man, I want more root beer. So, I've got some like A&W root beer, which isn't good enough, and a couple other pops, which won't scratch the itch. So, I'm hobbling through. I'm hobbling through. What are you gonna do? McMillan, thanks for sharing my videos around, bro. It really does help. Like, for real, all the stuff that people do. There's so many different things that legit, when I do sit down and think about it, I turn into Axl Rose and Sweet Child of Mine and break down and cry. It's just like, I know it's been years and years, but I feel like it can't be, I feel like it can't be real, you know? Some call me Tim. How you been, boy? Every LGS needs a guy like Mike. I agree with Millmaster. Garley, taking a break from working on the car to say good job, keeping vices in check. Thanks, man. Wake up tomorrow, there's a pallet of barks on my front step. Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that. Yeah, Melnick, that's right. Slinging that sugar water. Bro, I was actually going to mention that earlier in the stream. I was thinking about that. I got my sugar water right here, bro. So yeah, it's been such a wild journey. Like, I remember when I first discovered live streaming, and I'm like, so I can just go online and hang out with people and joke around and chat as much as I want. And so I did it so much that it caused a financial disaster. It caused a financial catastrophe. And it's crazy to think, like, the difference in my circumstances now, because this couldn't cause a financial catastrophe the same way now. But I didn't have unlimited internet. We had limited internet. And if you go over it, it costs extra. That was never a thing. But all of a sudden, went live streaming. And now we're $20 over. $20 over is Nightmare Town. Remember how I said $25 for groceries? Like, so $20 for this. And that was like with like 10 days still left in the month. It was like, so I can't upload any videos or live stream for the rest. I basically put out a video saying, sorry guys, I screwed up. I can't live stream or make videos for the rest of the month. And then Jeremy from Unsleeved Media, now known as The Quartering, he was really nice to me when I started out. He came along and he's like, bro, I love what you're doing. Can I give you some pointers and help you out? And I'm like, absolutely, I would love that, you know? So he did. And then like, I was telling him about this stuff and laughing because people were like, I love your YouTube channel. And I'm like, I'm such a joke. This is all this. And then I'm like, the whole internet bill thing. And then he just dumped money in my PayPal account. And I got all weepy and I said, fuck you, dude. You can't do that. You can't just put money in my account like that. And he's like, the hell I can't. You don't get to decide how much people value. Now go make content. Go make stuff for me to watch. Shut up. And I was just like, oh no, he's right. I can't decide how much other people value what I do. And so I just took the money and went, fuck it. And I was like, I paid that internet bill and I just kept cranking content and I just kept flowing. And it just went like that. And people just still come and continue to support. And it just, I don't know, man. It's like, I keep talking about how I can't believe it and whatever, to the point where like Carly is just like, she knows everything I'm going to say by heart. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm almost like a robot in repeating my mantra of, I can't believe that every day I get to do this. I can't believe that I just get to hang out and live stream and make videos. But that's legit how I feel, you know? It's crazy. Mountain Jam, going with you on dog walks. Hell yeah, bro. Oh, thanks for all the congrats, guys. It's been such a surreal journey. Like now, $20 is no longer a crippling disaster expense. And I remember once upon a time, we would have to plan out our bus route, like in terms of, okay, we're going to go and get groceries. We can't afford to take the bus to get groceries and a bus to come back. So we're going to have to walk like half an hour to the grocery store. But we'll bus it back because we can't get all the groceries back otherwise. Like it was very, very, very struggle. And yeah, it's now I can afford to take the bus as much as I want, right? What? And I got a nice home, like a nice apartment in terms of at the other apartment, we couldn't have different appliances on because if you had like the toaster and the air conditioner running, your computer the power would cut out to the entire apartment. It would shut off the everything. Oh, it was just a nightmare. I remember walking across the city, a 45-minute walk to get a loaf of bread, a rare treat, a special bakery loaf of bread, not just getting your everyday out of the grocery store, but like a bakery store loaf of bread for $2. Walked 45 minutes in the bacon side of the bakery, get almost all the way home, and then the fates are just like, go to hell, buddy. And the bread bag opens up, and this fresh loaf of bread just falls on the ground, right? This has been almost an hour and a half journey to get this. Can't take the bus over to get the loaf of bread. Gotta walk your ass because all you have is money for the bread. And then the bread falls on the ground. On the ground. And it's at the bus station. It's at the bus station where all the degenerates are. Just on the ground. Just on the ground. And it's just like, I just stood there. I picked it up and I just like pulled the inside of the bread out and ate the middle part dejectedly. And like that's it. It was just, I would reuse tea bags like 8 times. Like 8 times. One tea bag. Until there was like, this isn't even doing anything. You're just drinking sugar water. Things were just so rough, so hard. And then bit by bit, they improved to the point where now, got groceries, got a roof over my head, can afford like the medical expenses that we have, and that includes anything involving Carly's disability, because her disability is severe. So her not being able to, like, or not her, what am I trying to say? She's not able to work normally, right? Like that is literally not possible. Before we knew what was going on with her disability, it was destroying her body. She used to have to wear tons of braces and stuff on her, right? Like just to deal with all of this. You have no idea. You have no idea. I literally weigh the spoons and forks and stuff and give her the lighter ones because everything matters. I open the cans of pop. I like as much as I can to whatever, but at the same time, I want her to have her sense of autonomy. So really, the golden game is called we're going to live in a range where Carly gets to have a sense of normalcy, where we don't have anything that's too crazy, too stressful, too difficult, and it all works for her. That's my golden spot. That's my goal. So we have found that in a lot of ways, to the point where Carly stopped needing to wear braces, and she was even able to go and get a part-time job. She can work like an old lady part-time job where you can go for like a few hours or whatever. But through experimenting, she found that was pretty difficult, and just like one minor injury, you know how like you can pull your back out sneezing or something like that, or oh, I just rattled my spine farting the wrong way, oh, it's gonna hurt for a day. You know how that can happen? Well, like anything that happens to her can last for months and months. It's like, it's almost like she has perma injury. Not really though. It's more like mega slow healing, and like it's just, life is not fair, let's put it that way. So she's got to deal with all of that stuff. And it's got to the point where with her job, she was like, I need to take a break from this. I need to stop. And she can just do that because she was just doing that as like a thing for her to do. I can take care of both of us. Now, I want to make sure that we're clear that I'm not making a fortune doing this. There are sacrifices made in this, right? Like if you were working a full-time job yourself, like for a proper company making a good amount of money, you have a bunch of extra spending money. I don't have a ton of extra spending money. I have the money to cover our budget, all our necessary expenses, and to set stuff aside for medical and whatever. But these magic boxes and stuff, I cannot justify buying these products. They're too expensive for me. So like, I'm not living on the level of some, like if you have a good job, you're definitely doing way better than me. But I make enough that my disabled wife doesn't have to work, and we live in a non-poverty situation. And to me, that is mega ultra win. That's all. Like, I don't need anything else in life. I'm good. Hey, it's Desolator. What's up, buddy? Go put out the fires, my dude. That burning maple syrup has got my eyes and throat burning. Is the smoke showing up where you are, bro? Because it's legit insane. Also, you know what? Before we talk about that, I just want to take a moment to say, Desolator, thanks for being a fucking dope dude for a long time to me. You have been friendly to me from the get-go, and I always found it so unlikely because you and I are both basically insane firebrands. Like, we're both maniacs, right? And there was so many different ways that it could have just been you and me butting heads, and then we are absolutely not friends. We're the opposite of friends. We could have easily been like, oh, fuck that guy. But instead, we hit it off famously. Desolator told people I was Tony Hawk, and they would show up to my channel, like, that's not Tony Hawk. And I had no idea he was doing it. So all of a sudden, I'm like, what's with these motherfuckers showing up on my channel calling me Tony Hawk? You know what I mean? But he basically would just be like, yo, it'd be funny. You'd hear him in a video ragging on somebody going, yo, this guy's channel's small and he sucks. And he sucks because his channel's small. And then he'd be like, yo, that guy over there talking about me, that guy's channel's small, but it's not supposed to be. Go subscribe to him. He deserves more. Desolator's always been a good dude to me. Executioner 1171. When I first started watching videos on Magic, you were one of the first channels I came across. You're in my top 3 Magic channels, bro. Your content has never failed to entertain me. Congrats on the 6 years. Well, thank you, buddy. You know what? I'm saving that one. I save like comments like that to put into like a big old fat fucking juicy slideshow and stuff. So that if I'm ever feeling, you know, because my biggest enemy has always been my brain telling me I ain't good enough. So if I'm ever feeling down about what I'm doing, I will just I'm like, here you go. Look at all these. Refute reality. Go for it, brain. It's impossible. My brain has nowhere to go when it's just like, here's comments of people who love what you're doing. Here's people who are literally giving you money while telling you they love what you do. Like, to drive home how ridiculous I am to myself, I want you to understand that I did not have a proper perspective on the like ratio on my videos until last night. So basically, what happened was I started to think to myself, like, I put out yesterday's video and it had a 91% approval rating. And I looked at that and went, that's low. Anytime it's below 95%, I go, that's low. And if it's below 90, I'm like, maybe I didn't do a good job delivering my message. I find a lot of the time with more dislikes, it's because I did a bad job of delivering the information I'm trying to impart, rather than, it's not so much what I'm saying, but how I'm saying it. So, not always. Sometimes it's just they don't like my opinion. But regardless, I would look at less than 95% as like, oh, that's not good. And then last night my brain went, yo, you know Steam? You know how there's things that are overwhelmingly positive? What's the percentage on overwhelmingly positive? And I'm like, that's a great question, brain. So I went and did a search, and it's like, Steam considers any game with a 95% approval rating to be overwhelmingly positive. And I saw it in some Reddit, somebody going, I feel like Steam saying 95% and up is overwhelmingly positive is reasonable. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that statement. And then it's like, and I feel like them saying 85 to 95% is very positive. And I'm like, I would agree with that. And then my brain went, so go and look at all, and I start looking at my videos, and I'm like, so almost every video is overwhelmingly positive. And the ones that aren't are still very positive. Like, my videos don't even drop down to 80% in terms of 80% thumbs up, 20% thumbs down. A lot of the times, there's less thumbs down than there are new subscribers, let alone being dwarfed by likes. But legitimately, I would look at like a 93% and feel like that wasn't good. Do you know what like, my standards for myself are fucking absurd and unfair. So I've been easing up on that shit too, because it doesn't help you to create. So there's an absurdity where apparently I'm more comfortable live streaming than I'm making videos. Sometimes I get all up in my head when I'm starting up a video, but it never happens with a live stream. It's bizarre. It's bizarre how it works. Cylon, thanks for the congrats, buddy. Mailman says, good enough? You aren't good. You're valuable. There's a difference. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Desolator, yeah. Honestly, who cares? It's usually people getting wang-lorded about some dumb nonsense anyways, right? You realize it legit doesn't matter. And you know what, Desolator? You taught me an incredibly valuable lesson about YouTube with your absolutely no-nonsense attitude towards banning. Remember before that I said, I'm a big fucking softy underneath, right? When I rant and rage, underneath it all, I got a soft little heart. Some call me Tim, says Python, double Python. It's a big fat long one. Thanks for the super chat, bro. 420 style. So, Desolator will ban you like nothing. He does not give a fuck. He will ban you so fast your head will spin. And when I started, I didn't want to ban anybody. I would spend my time, like going, hey, the way that you're behaving isn't great and you should change it because I want everyone to be able to stick around. I'm literally trying to like correct people's behavior, but they don't listen. They don't care, right? But what I did realize was, hey, there would be people who were like, man, I wish Desolator didn't ban me on his channel. And it's like, oh, so you can feel remorse. So what I have to do is just fucking be big, strong Papa Daddy and ban these people for their own good. So they can go, oh, I've been banned. Maybe I should smarten up and not act like that. You know? So seeing that you did it without mercy and seeing that it actually could cause a revelation for some people made me realize the people who aren't going to have a revelation, who cares? They're just being ignorant. Get rid of them. Who cares about their feelings? I don't need to care about the feelings of a bunch of random people on the internet who don't care about mine. That's one of the key things. If you don't give a shit about me, why should I give a shit about you? Right? So it's that kind of a vibe. So if I ban somebody, yeah, there you go. Use that as an opportunity to reflect. Hopefully, you'll be welcome elsewhere because you're not welcome here. I've been excluded from things in the past because I was unpleasant to the wrong person and they were in charge of an environment and they were like, no, actually, I don't like you, so you're not invited. I've had that explained to me by somebody who actually was, in a way, exceedingly nice about it. He was just like, no, I'm sorry, I like, we've played Magic and I don't like you and I don't like the way you behave, so I don't want you in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And it stung. It stung. But the way he delivered it got through to me after a while. At first, I just fucking waved it away because I was like a teenager and I was just like, fuck, he's just a sensitive dick, whatever. But the more I thought about it, the more I went, every time I've interacted with him, while I find him to be a bit of a plug, he's never been like overly rude. He always shares his displeasure in a fairly polite way. And if everybody was like him, society would actually be a lot better. And it probably would have been fun to play in that D&D campaign with my buddies that got to play in it. So perhaps I should take a little more care with how I interact with people. You know what I mean? There were a number of interactions that I had to have like that in my formative years as I was growing up to realize that I do have a powerful personality, a great sense of humor and all that, but it can go from being witty to cutting, and there's no benefit there. There is no benefit there, especially with the ladies. That took a lot of fine-tuning. Still My Word says, I felt like a subhuman for watching and not supporting the channel because I enjoy what you do a lot. So I'm on the Patreon now. Congrats on 6 years. Oh, thanks, buddy. Hold on. Let me see here. Hey, yeah, nice. I see it. Thanks for joining up. Oh, and you're going to be in the scroll too. That's awesome. I love adding new names to the scroll. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like, I love it. Are you kidding me? People just come along and are like, I love what you're doing. I want to, like, bro, look at this t-shirt. This was sent to me by somebody who's like, yo, I know you enjoy fucking Boo. I know you enjoy fucking Minsk and Boo. And I saw this and thought of you. And it's just like, I just have like so many more friends now to talk about the things I enjoy with, to commiserate about the things I don't like. I'm looking forward to a new era of next level streaming and entertaining you guys even better. Hopefully. It'll be at least this level. What's the better card, Moat or the Abyss? They're both so good, dude. They're both so good. I've played with and against both, and they're both super powerhouse. They both have a feeling of inevitability, but the Abyss, I mean, it feels, if I was going to pick one for my cube, I'd pick the Abyss over Moat, but just barely. Beano, taking away the public dislike count has skewed it more towards favorable. I have absolutely no idea, but it didn't change my numbers at all. It's not like before they had that, I got more dislikes. People who want a thumb down, right? It's funny. Every once in a while, someone will come by and be like, I wish I could see the dislike rate on this video. And I go, actually, you don't, because you'd be really unhappy. Because you're hoping you could see the dislikes and be like, wow, Ray showed. And I'm like, that never happens, bro. The worst video I've ever done on my channel was 50% thumbs up, 50% thumbs down. That's it. The worst video was completely mixed. I've never had lower than 50%. I've only had 50% once. I've had maybe 2 videos that were in 70%, like 8 that were in 80%. Everything is 90s and above, most 95 and above. People fucking love me and my shit. I got that energy. I got that fucking juice. I'm an old wizard and you want to rub my hurting bone. I bring the fun. It's irresistible. It's undeniable. Even haters will feel the fucking siren's call and become lovers. They'll be like, bro, when I first found you, I couldn't stand you. That's because I'm a fucking strong flavor, son. So some people taste me and they're like, oh, I want this in my mouth all the time. And other people are like, ugh. But after a little bit, they're like, you know what? I was dead wrong about this. Holy shit, this is great. They come around, man. They come around. That's why people acting up is stupid. Because all you're going to do is get yourself cut off before you have the opportunity to be enjoyed and be a part of the good times. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're going to like it here. You will. Because I'm fucking dope. I'm good times. All I want to do is entertain you. I don't have a side angle. I'm not working for anybody else. I don't have products to sell you. The only products that I have available for sale are, if you like the words I say in my logo, you can get them on stuff. If you like me, you can get me stuff. And that makes me over the fucking moon. I have my own personalized fucking logo. Sam Hain designed that shit. He made that for me. Like, even my logos and stuff were designed by my fans. Everything was built communally. Like, I come back every day, but so does everybody else. And we just keep marching forward. And we're going to go on forever! Habanero says, well, I can't be one of the big baller donators I used to be in the old days. And I've pretty much given up on magic. But after all this time, I still like coming here. Thanks for providing a fun environment to hang out. Habanero, I am incredibly happy that when you got sick of magic, you did not decide to bail on hanging out with me, bro. Because you're the fucking man. Jess, your neighbors suck. They're ruining it by being loud. Tell them to shut up. Hude, was there ever a time I felt like giving up? Never. Like, if you mean stopping making content and live streaming, nope. The only thing I've ever thought of stop doing, Fantasy Geographic. I thought about not making magic lore videos anymore because there was a couple different times. At first, we were feeling overworked because the workload was too big. We tweaked that. And then sometimes the lore gets so bad with wizards, I go, do I even want to read this? Do I even want to make videos on this fucking garbage anymore? You know what I mean? But no. In terms of, have I ever thought about quitting being an entertainer? It's like you're asking, hey, have you ever considered chopping off your legs and not breathing air anymore? No, actually, not for a second. This is what I am. This is what I'm all about, bro. This is like legit. Everywhere I go in life, I entertain people. Pretty quickly, people start to like me. I get extra shit in a lot of places. Go to fast food restaurants, they hook me extra stuff. Making people laugh, it scores you a ton of points. It makes people happy. I love seeing people's faces light up. I like making people laugh against their will. They look unhappy. I put the right fucking set of words together. All of a sudden, they're broken free of that. All of a sudden, their face transforms. They're laughing when they weren't even intending to. That shit is pure magic. I do that everywhere I go. I've been at parties where legitimately, think back and it's funny, I've been at parties where people were lined up to introduce themselves to me because it was like a wine and cheese party. So that's why I thought it was weird that people would line up, but it's polite, expensive people. So they're just lining up to meet me because I'm fucking entertaining. That's it. That's the deal. It's that most people don't. That's not even a fucking exaggeration. I'm literally not exaggerating. People fucking lined up to introduce themselves to me. I've had fucking people come from other rooms. Women come from other rooms, hearing me talk to somebody in here going, who is that? I need to know who the fuck that is. And coming in and introducing themselves to me. So, like, this is what I am about. If YouTube goes away, the internet, whatever, I'll still be doing it in person. It's just me. That's all this is. It's literally just me being me digitally. I don't have to change who I am. When I make my videos, all I do is not swear and talk about dicks. That's it. So, it's perfect. It's perfect. The lore is how you met me. Well, I really like magic lore, and I obviously didn't let it go, but you asked, so you got your answer. Habanero says, how I can ever afford to correct my spelling mistake. Days. Corrected. I mean, I corrected it for you anyways, but. Millmaster, don't say stuff that's not true. $90. I like that. $5 to look at you with contempt. $50 for a photo. I never charge nobody for photos. Actually, when I went to the face-to-face event, I just popped in the one day, and a bunch of people asked for photos. So, can I get a photo with you? And I'm like, yeah, there's this thing over here. Do you want to go and take the photo? And they're like, oh, you'll go over there. And I'm like, yeah, of course. It's funny. People like amazed that I'm that accommodating. But, like, to me, bro, I can make you happy just by letting you take a picture of me or saying hello to you. Like, well, at first I didn't know how to react when people were like, yo, are you the magic historian? Now I know what to do. You play it up. You give them what you want. You better believe it, baby. Here in the flesh, the living legend. Tell your friends. Tell your mother. How you doing? You know what I mean? A lot of magic players are like nervous or like whatever. So they don't want to even come up and say something to me. The one guy was like, recently, he was trying to make up his mind. Am I not gonna? And then he came up to me when I was at front of the shop. And he's like, I love your content, man. I was like, thanks, brother. Jess, yeah, making people laugh is like a game of drug in a way it is. And it's fun that you can give people that relief because I know how much the tiniest little relief from your problems can be, if even for a moment. Sometimes that's all the break you need. Every day, membership messages. Congratulations on bumbling your way to 6 years. It really has been bumbling, right? This has just been me just doing whatever the hell comes into my head. You're definitely an entertainer. Can't wait for more Hatch Magicless content. Gurgle Girl Basement. Well, we got more. We got more. Now that Carly is stepping down from work because she can't handle it anymore, right? Just that little bit, it's not good for her. She's like, I'm stopping. It makes me feel amazing, by the way, that she can do that. She doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to hurt herself and push her body past whatever endurance. Because of this, somehow, some insane combination of vectors all came together where I get to run my mouth on the fucking internet every day and take care of her. So if you guys help me take care of her, I will entertain you for decades and decades. I promise that shit. I promise that shit. Murph, I'm going to do you one better, bro. I'm going to teach you a little secret about the internet to make people like you more. Just tell them the part you like. I'll never change the intro for you or anybody. I love my intro, and when you go, I love this, but I hate this, negative things weigh way heavier, and it just makes me equate you as a complainer. And you've done this frequently enough that I feel like I'm going to take a moment to give you the benefit of explaining to you that it just creates a negative perception. So I will never change anything for you or anybody. This is my channel. You can't even pay me to change things. So by all means, enjoy whatever you like. Whatever you don't like, skip it and shut the fuck up. That's my attitude. I don't give a fuck. I don't owe you a thing, bro. I don't owe you a thing. So the negative stuff, I don't like this. I don't care. Never once in my videos have I gone, hey Murph, tell me what you don't like so I can change it. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck what you want in life at all, right? I'm happy to entertain you, but I don't give a fuck what you want out of life. This is my kitchen. You either eat the dinner I'm making or shut the fuck up. If you don't like the little bun that's on the side, just put it off to the side or leave it on the plate. Don't go, I don't like these buns, but I like the rest. Then eat the part you like and shut the fuck up about the buns. Yeah, feel me, bro? I wouldn't take the time to tell you if I thought you weren't the kind of person who could grasp what I'm laying down, bro. I know you're not a bad dude. You read it as Shield Beaver? That's pretty good, actually. That's later. I like that. Millmass, you won't be satisfied until I start only perps. Look, man, the internet ain't ready for my fat hammer, bro. Like, seriously. When people see how big my dick is and they go, this is not fair. He gets to be smart and funny and like and have a fat dong. And all the people, oh, you're stand-up, but you don't. Oh, no, I don't even need to. I don't give a fucking shit. Reality is reality, son. Hear it in my voice and know the truth. The universe is super unfair. I'm fucking smart, I'm funny, and I have a fucking fat dong. Compare your lives to mine and weep into your tissues. My audience is all dudes. I ain't trying to sleep with you. So it's like, hey, I'm trying to tell you guys I have a fat dong because I want you guys to be like coming for it. Nah, I'm just flexing this God. Fuck you. I got it. You probably don't. Lord Pepsi, I owe you $2 worth of entertainment. $2 doesn't go that far a day. All right, that's your $2 now. Fuck off. I'm too busy talking about my dick, bro. Can I at least make a new one? Well, you know what, Murph? That's possible. New intros, they show up when I'm inspired. That's how that works. You know? I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it. It's funny how there's a whole range. There's some people who are like, I hate, like, if you were to try and remove everything that somebody didn't like, you just have to remove everything, at least when it comes to my content. Millmaster, if I wanted to show my junk on the internet, I would. Like, I'll be real with you, bro. I'll be real with you. Like, it's not like in the past I haven't considered. I'm like, this is a new era. Like, what could you do with charisma, humor, and like, I'm married to Carly, so I'm not gonna do it. But like, I could totally be in adult films with zero problem. I got beautiful, straight, camera-ready gear. I ain't afraid about that. If I was gonna go OnlyFans and there was enough interest in the actual marketing of it, I can deliver the goods. I ain't worried about that. So get excited. Maybe 20 years down the road, you'll get to see it. Maybe I'll go on Nision's route. We gotta wait, though. I gotta build up more of a lady audience, too. So a lady, actually, they just don't care that much. I gotta lean into the gay dudes. Gay dudes are where the fucking horniness is at, bro, right? Like, if I want to get those jerk dollars, the ladies aren't going to be coughing it up. I got to appeal to the right segment. Who likes fucking Daddy Twinks Bear's fat meat slammers? Congratulations on 6 years, guys. I'm going to the hub. Hey, Namia says, congrats on 6 years of Pounding Wizards, a new one. Hell yeah, bro. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Murph, you love the waiting live stream where I do goofy stuff? Hell yeah, bro. You know, somebody left a comment a couple days ago going, I can't believe you think you can get away with leaving those intros in your live stream after you've uploaded them. This is utterly disrespectful to me. It's just like, this is auto-uploaded, bro. You should probably unsubscribe because I don't think I can sleep at night if you feel so disrespected. Like, I also said you should get over yourself. Because it's like, wow. Like, this isn't even like, it wasn't even a joke. It was real. And I'm like, what? What? Millmaster, rather sponsor videos on classic lore or magic history. I've had people sponsor videos on some, like, magic lore videos. I've had that happen. A few for Fantasy Geographic. Habanero, that's it. That's it. Riots in the street, Ark of the Covenant, son. I remember when I told Carly that. I remember when I first started seeing Carly, and I'm like, yo, I got a fat fucking dong. And she's like, yeah, everybody, guys say it all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I had a drink, right? And I went like this, and I went, listen, And I launched into it. And I'm like, anybody who has a fucking small dick and tells you they have a big dick is a fucking idiot. Why the hell would you do that? Now when the chick sees it, she's going to be so disappointed. You set her expectations up. You do the opposite. You do not fucking do that. You only say you have a big one if you fucking do. And I only found out by accident because there was a chick I wanted to plow, but I wasn't going to plow her without a fucking condom, and she only had one condom, and that condom had the word large fucking bam emblazoned across it. And I stared at it going, you're at a crossroads here, friends, because we got a couple different situations. You don't use this, you're not getting any. But if you put this is here from the last guy she was with. If you put this on and it falls the fuck off, like I'm following up Jumbo and this just falls the fuck off? No. I'm going to just be like, woo, down. The Titanic is down. I'm out. So I'm just like, well, fuck it. There's only one scenario where I gotta go with it. And I just tried it on. I'm like, oh, it fits properly and I can feel. Oh, all the jokes about not being able to feel anything are just exaggerations. Let me tell you, friends, public service announcement. Find out the size of your dong. Because if you wear fucking standard size ones and they choke it out, you will be way more insensate. I mean, as a teenage guy, you'll still be able to get the job done. But I'm just fucking saying. Public, a PSA. Check your dick size, son. And if you're like me, you get the large dick discount. You go into the fucking Shoppers Drug Mart. That shit is always on sale. So if you got a small one, tell ladies you got a small one. I was with a chick who fucking told me, she's like, I was with the guy before you had a super small one. He told me he had a small dick and I laughed at him. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, he wasn't joking. But he had told me, that's the way you do it. That's the play. If you got small, it's a joke. Well, you already told her whatever, right? Know your role and play it. Lord Pepsi says, congratulations on 6 years. Long time fan. Today's been a crazy day in the world of magic. Gay for me, yes. Is your pop shot porn worthy? That's a good question. That's one thing I never considered. Will I need to, like, are we going to need to do stunt shots or something to up the amount? Because I don't know. I've never, like, teaspooned it out to figure out milliliters, right? Because it's never been relevant. Retire and Go says, great. A job on 6 years on YouTube. Thank you. Well, hey, thanks you, buddy. Thanks for the super chat. James P., you need the commercials put over on Hatcher as well, the sponsorships. Maybe one day I will. We're going to get some more stuff going on with Carly being around full time now and not spending like the time she was dedicating to these other things, like the part-time job can now be dedicated to making Down the Hatch videos and shit with me, or for her just relaxing, because I definitely want her to recover. That's priority number one. C5, I mean, yeah, showing up fucking late's better than never, bro. 90s is perfect to so many various tones and pitches. He could do awesome animated voice acting. Thanks, man. You know what? I think you're right. I think I would do good voice acting. I think I can add emotion to the moment. The Hatcher intro will end up being the new Yule log holiday stream. I just got to put crackling in the background. Kensuke, that's it. Just, you're welcome. You're welcome. Mill Masters. Why is Canada on fire? It's to stop the Quebec maple syrup industry. Who filmed the intros? Me. I film everything. I do it. I'm a one-man show pretty much. Carly helps me every once in a while, but I film most things. Oh, you know what? Never mind. The obviously with the Magic 31, that one's not filmed by me. That was my best friend. He came around town with me. He loved it. Actually, I have a number of people who like used to make content with me and help me make stuff, and then the pandemic shut all that down. And they're like, yo, let's do stuff again. So I got more coming. Kevin, oh dude, wait, that's a throwback. The video making fun of vehicles back in the Kaladesh days. Back when I said, hey, remember in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf drove a tank? And now in Magic the Gathering, you're going to be able to have Gandalf drive a tank. That you can make it happen. It's convoluted, but you can make it happen. It's like I'm Nostradamus in the most horrific way. Millmaster, get the kiddie pool and the fluffer. Oh. So, you know what? I think saving these is probably going to work out. I don't think there's been any problems with the recording at all so far. What I wanted to do was open this Ice Age deck, but I was afraid that there might be something wrong with it. So, like, not the deck, but the recording. So I figured, you know what? Let's just talk about some stuff that's happened, all the coolness, the adventure that this has been, starting out at like nothing and then boom, going to YouTube parties, meeting a bunch of people, having this all basically transform and change my life completely. It's amazing. And it's all I want to do. Every day I just want to check in with you guys, see what's going on, make videos, live stream. Like especially with the live streams, there's sometimes where I feel like not making a video, and that's usually when stuff's really bothering me. I realize part of what's made me not make as many videos recently on Lord of the Rings is there's so many people just arguing and fighting over the character swaps and all that, and being like, oh, Aragorn doesn't look the way he's supposed to be. But it's all just like dancing to Wizard's tune because they're manipulating people into outrage marketing. And so I want none of it, and I'm bored by it, and it made me not really want to make videos. But no matter what's going on that way, I never feel that way about the live streams. The live streams are something special. They're something different. They're vitalizing. Live streams are life. Live is life for me. Get the extra wide and the baby oil. Have an Ice Age starter? I do indeed. Sealed, waiting to go. Hey, Boosh, what's up, bro? How you doing? Nice to see ya. Yeah, live stream. That's right, Donnie. That's right. Seth, you got your first Commander decks today. Brothers War, good choice. The Brothers War set is awesome. I'm actually collecting a full set of the Brothers War. Wizards did, aside from the written story where they tried to turn it into being about Kayla, they're like, hey, it's the Brothers War, check it out, it's Kayla Bin Krugen, and it's like, get out of here, it ain't about her, that's Urza's cheating wife. No, she's a good lady. And it's like, no, she's not a good person, yo, just so you know. She's weak-willed, and she hosed Urza, and Urza did everything for her and got, like, totally screwed over. But you're going to try and change the narrative. But you can't change the original story. You can't change the truth. And at least the cards delivered the actual feeling of the Brothers War story. So I'm super stoked about the Brothers War set. And the Commander decks have a bunch of cool retro frame old school cards. Somebody left a comment on my video today going, if you hate Magic, why are you still here or whatever? And I was just like, or like, why do you still play? Or like something. I was like, oh no, I play Magic because it's fun. Did you not hear that? You should try Magic. It's fun. And then once you've tried it and realize it's fun, you may start to care for the game. And then if something's going wrong with it, you may feel compelled to say something about it publicly. And like, I'm wondering if the person is going to actually pick up on the very, very obvious message that is there, because people don't pick up on stuff these days and just be like, what? Yeah, no, see, I don't hate Magic. The reason that I keep saying all this is because I want things to get better. Now, I don't know if you're capable of understanding that, but that's what's going on. See, I say the bad things, and I say, bad things bad, hoping bad things got fixed. Not, bad things bad. Me like bad things being bad. I'm gonna be here for badness all the time because bad is good. It's like, what is even the point of this question? Is this a question in good faith, or is this a dumbass question? You know? You know? Yeah, Millmaster, exactly. It's supposed to pull your attention. Bush, I know, right? 6 years. It's wild. It's wild. I haven't seen any spoilers from today. I've been busy with other things, especially anything got released lately. I was getting ready for this and doing some other things as well. And playing some Minecraft. That was fun. Finally got myself a decent jetpack so I can motor around. And got my storage system set up so I can actually not have to dig through 80 different chests looking for something in an obnoxious, endless torrent of creaking chest openings. So yeah, I guess tomorrow we're gonna be talking about Lord of the Rings leak. I'm good with that. I do like leaks because then everyone can come in and talk about the cards, and some people can go, leak? You believe in leak? Come on, bro. This is the coast. It's not a leak. They planned this. They orchestrated it. They got an orca whale, and they put that orca to the orchestrate some leaks because you're wet and you're an orca whale, and it went. So I spoke to it in a language it could understand. Nobody's gonna get that fucking reference. Killer whale tank. The killer whale tank. I'm going into the killer whale tank. I got along with these two big beasts so well. It was like they knew me. Oh, man. That's a Tragically Hip reference, by the way. If you haven't heard it, listen to the Tragically Hip New Orleans is Sinking, the killer whale tank edit. Gordon Downey, the lead singer of the Tragically Hip, was a gifted individual who created fantastic music. And at concerts, he was known for going off live on weird sign tangents or variations of the song. And one night on stage, he talked about how he was part of the Clean and Scrub Union. And in the middle of a song, his band's just rolling with it, and he just all this stuff, and him climbing in the water with the killer whales, and one of them tearing one of his arms off. It's just this whole thing. Habanero, nah, this won't be a Pinkerton situation because the Pinkerton situation was Aftermath was happening while March of the Machine was out. Lord of the Rings is pretty much out, right? Like the pre-release happens in less than 2 weeks. So the stuff's already, this isn't Call Out the Squad. I don't think so. Because we see leaks all the time, right? Remember that. We see leaks all the time. That guy got the entire set ahead of time. These are Lord of the Rings leaks happening during Lord of the Ring leak season. So this is nothing. Like nothing in terms of Wizards reacting to it. In terms of news, it's definitely not nothing. It's news-alicious. It's another wild day and the fucking Wizards is as leaky as your mother's vagina. Oh, and as gross and dirty too. Welcome back to another day of Mega Magic. Who gives a fuck? Everything's burning down. I hope the day finds you unwell, because what else could it find you? Hey, Thoth, hell yeah, buddy. The old days weren't so great, but it was nice to have company to help guide me on the way. And now, things are fucking awesome. We got lots of awesome people coming and hanging out. Life feels good. We got fucking dope sponsorships. Everything is sunshine goodiness. Says, please open a video like that at least once. Ian, this is my normal streaming time, buddy. Execution, you still think they got the ring? I don't know, man. I think that it's been probably put out into distribution, but they know like what lot number it's in or whatever. So I'm sure they know where it's headed in the world, you know? I can't say for sure, but I feel certain. Dragon Raider, my day's been pretty good. Just been happy about the whole, like, thinking about being a YouTuber for 6 years. Always wanted to be an entertainer. Been doing it for 6 full years now, and 4 of them as, like, my full-on job. It's crazy. There are other people who have bigger channels in terms of subscriber size who weren't able to pull that off. But I've done the impossible, thanks to all you motherfuckers. Thoth, you and me both, buddy. I'm way more mentally healthy. Life is way better. I'm gonna live longer too. That was shortening my life. Now I can afford proper medical care, because not everything in Canada is covered by that fucking free healthcare shit, right? Especially not dental. And dental gets expensive. So thankfully, I have an emergency fund now, so any kind of fucking shit like that can get taken care of, and it feels really nice. I don't sweat over it. I don't stress over it. I know my lady's taken care of, and that makes me feel good. And feeling good means I can just focus on telling you guys to suck my ball bag out of friendship. Hugh, you pre-ordered 2 bundles for Lord of the Rings. Oh, I'm getting one because Fulgore sent money to the game store. I've got a PayPal link in the stream description, and Fulgore sent money for a bundle over to the store. So I'm going to be getting a Lord of the Rings bundle. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I didn't want any Aftermath, but I want Lord of the Rings. It's just expensive. It's just expensive. Iceman, I don't know, bro. Somebody getting the One Ring feels like you're going to want to trumpet it around. It'll be curious to see where it ends up. Hadn't had Kool-Aid in a while, but we decided we're going to have like a kid's birthday lunch or whatever. So we got hot dogs, some plain potato chips, and I got some Kool-Aid. And it's like, yeah, it's all right. It's all right as a once in a while thing. It ain't nothing special, but it ain't terrible either. Oh, man. Work those shoulders. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to expanding out and doing some more stuff. There's certain ideas that never really end up coming to fruition because I forget about them, but with Carly around to help execute them. Carly's great at execution. I'm a visionary. I'm great at creating stuff, coming up with ideas. Like, I wanted to do a water taste test. So I bought 4 different bottles of water. And then I just went, oh, I got to go and get little plastic cups. And I got to go and get more water. And then I got to set it all up and put some in the fridge and some out of the fridge. And when I started thinking about all the fiddly bits, I just went, I don't need to do a video about this water. I was gonna, but I guess I don't. You know, like, but with Carly to do that kind of stuff, basically her being around means that you're gonna get more content from me. The more I have to like physically manipulate and deal with shit, the less I want to do it. I'm way happier just running my mouth and saying funny shit. Yeah, Gerthulu, it's nice to have some good news, bro. Clayton singing the song. If you guys don't know what that is, Clayton has written his own song that goes with the intro music. I don't even know how long it's been. I'm so used to seeing it. I don't even remember when you started doing that. Clayton, you've been around for like forever, bro. You've been a member here for over 4 years. That's insane. It's insane to think about it. All the way back when you were laid up. If you guys don't know, Clayton has like Stockholm syndrome, where basically he was like bedridden for a long time and he watched like tons of my content and it broke his brain. So now he comes in and sings and dances around to my intro. Red Death. Oh, yeah, it sucks working with people who are terrible at their job. It's like, you're not a bad person. You're just an idiot. That's right, Thoth. We got to live it up. Jess, what was my last job? My last job was running Magic tournaments and selling Magic singles at the LGS. The owner of the LGS didn't want to deal with the singles or anything like that. So I was scraping by with very little money doing that kind of stuff. And it was all right up until Carly's disability made it so that she couldn't work. And then she had to go fucking through bankruptcy. And so I had to fucking like help her with all that shit. And I was like, and before that, I had my own debt problems. There was all kinds of factors that came together to just mega slam us from the top ring, right? So it's nice to be out of that. Before that, like the jobs I had, I worked in call centers and stuff. So I've never had a good job until this. I consider this a good job. There's a bunch of people who would find this extremely stressful. You know, they're like, oh no, I don't want to talk to people for hours. No, I don't want to have to make videos and do all this. This is really stressful. But for me, it's a fucking dream, man. If we can do this like forever, that's it. That's what I want to do. I said to Carly, I'm like, I don't know what I would do if you ever died. And she's like, you would just spend all your time streaming. And I'm like, that's true. That's true. If I wasn't spending time with her and whatever, I would end up spending more time streaming. And hell, I am probably going to start doing some more streaming. I'm feeling the urge to kind of get back to the old ways where I did 2 streams and a video a day. And if I'm not doing a video every day, then 2 streams a day isn't that big a deal. But whatever, we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Mailmaster, you tell people to stick their phones inside of them? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Not a good idea. Irradiate your colon with your cell phone? Survey says nope. Nope. But you know what? I'm going to try it right now. Hold on. Oh, no. I'm sticking my phone up inside me. Oh, no. I can feel it killing me. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, no. I'm dead. Thanks for coming, friends. Thanks for 6 years. It was a lot of fun. I came back to life for a second, but oh no, the cell phone is vibrating again. Oh,